up, guys? So consider joining our locals. If you like the fact that we catch predators nationwide, it's not possible without you joining our locals. On locals, you get to see over 20 catches early, completely uncensored. You get to see live predator confrontations as they happen, and you get to support the movement that has an arrest in 43 different states and convictions in 24. We do travel the most and catch the sickest. It's only $7 a month. You get more early content than Rumble. We do big content dumps every single month on locals, and can't do this without you guys. Consider joining locals.
Hi.
Scared me?
Yeah, no, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Is there a Jacob here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a package for him. I could need to have him come get it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
For sure.
Or something.
How's it going, man?
Good, how are you?
Gordon, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Got some messages here to Emily. We should probably go over.
Okay.
You want to kind of talk about outside, man?
What's going on?
You want to tell him, or? I've been talking to somebody you probably shouldn't be talking to on the internet, and I just want to make sure everything's straight with him and all that. And he can, of course, tell you guys after. And talk. Obviously.
Who are you?
Way.
Oh, you're related to her. Okay.
Correct. Yeah.
His parents, so if,
Right.
Talk to us.
Well, yeah. I mean, I get it. And
Yeah.
he's still an adult, but it's like still a kid to me, and
Yeah. He's not 19.
Okay.
No, what's going on?
Well, basically, he's been just kind of messaging somebody he shouldn't be messaging online.
Is she not an adult?
Right.
Jacob. What the hell, dude? No.
I'm locking your phone down.
No,
You know what? Come on, man. Really?
Look, I mean, I understand. Like, if he.
We're so sorry.
Yeah, dude, I understand. I mean, but like, it's also important that because I guess my cousin's like actually a kid, so I just kind of want to go over with him. Like, I took her phone and I just printed some of this stuff out, and yeah, if you don't mind, can we just kind of
yeah.
You want to talk to him privately?
if you don't mind,
Please.
of course, talk to y'all after. All right. Wow, that was about as taste as I like. I was not expecting that. That was. Okay, let me just put my phone on the thing right here. Might need to move to the front seat to get a better angle. Okay. What's up, man? My name's Gordon.
I'm Jacob.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
I'm talking to you about.
Like, I don't know English, so
You don't know English.
I'm not happy about it.
Okay. Got it. I was about to say, you're a pretty white-looking Mexican if you didn't know English.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's not the best.
No, man. But a kid. Well, you're not a kid. I think you need to understand you're an adult, but like, obviously, you're still young enough to where you can. You're still young enough to where I'm not like beating down the door and just yelling at you. You know
Thank
what I
you
mean?
for not calling the cops.
Right. So, do you know how old Emily is?
Don't know.
Did she tell you an age?
No, I don't think
Okay. Do you want to try again? I have the messages.
so. 14?
Want to try one more time, Jacob?
12?
Okay. Do you remember her telling you that? Just be honest with me.
Maybe 6 months ago? I don't really remember when.
Okay. So, like, obviously, how old are you?
19. Just turned 19 in August.
Okay. Do you kind of see why? Okay. All right. Look, just I'm gonna ask. Just be fully honest with me. Like, I ain't trying to, like.
Happen. So.
Right. But you're gonna have some stuff to explain for, man.
Yeah.
Do you do like jujitsu or something, or?
No, taekwondo.
Okay.
Or used to.
Oh.
Because I got the black belt and it got boring.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, if someone like you can get a black belt in taekwondo isn't anything. Okay.
No.
That's fine. I have a black belt that I wear to court sometimes. That's about it. But not. No. So, what do you do about with Emily? I mean, I've got her phone.
Everything
have some
we've
stuff printed
talked
out.
about.
Okay. Do we need to go through this, or can we just talk
No.
about it? Okay.
No.
All right. What was kind of talked about?
Always bored because school, always like the loser kid and stuff. So I just. Yeah.
Okay. What did you and Emily talk about?
Really just anything, but I'd always ask her first because I wouldn't talk to anything that they wouldn't feel comfortable. Yeah.
What are some of the stuff that you asked her to talk about?
Rarely it was about. Other than that, it really wasn't.
Oh, rarely.
Yeah.
Rarely it was about.
Yeah, rarely.
Okay. Well.
We hardly ever texted her, or I hardly ever texted her. Whenever I was bored, not talking to anyone else, really.
Okay. Well, I think 90% of the messages were about.
Oh, okay. Well,
What do you think?
probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you're 19. I mean, when I was 19, I mean, I was 19. I mean, I fucking understand. So, any pictures sent to her or anything?
Yeah.
Okay. What'd you send?
Just pics.
All right.
That's it.
What was kind of going on? Do it, man.
I don't really know, but I always asked for consent first.
I
I
appreciate
don't
that.
really know what was going through my mind.
Okay. What's the age of consent in Florida?
18?
Okay. So, how could Emily have consented to it?
I don't know.
Okay. The same way if you told a 3-year-old to go in the ocean, he'll probably say yes to it. He'll probably consent to it, and that doesn't mean he knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying here?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, some of these messages, I mean, just going through these, do you know what it send her? I think, how many pics do you think you sent her?
5, 6? I don't really know. How many?
Did y'all ever like video call?
Once.
Okay, what was shown on that?
Nothing. We were just talking.
Okay. Are you sure you didn't on the video call?
I don't remember. It was a while ago.
Okay. Because I have a picture of you on the video call. Okay. Do you think that could have happened?
Could have, yes.
Okay. Here, let's kind of just go away. This light's kind of tripping me out. Did you ever ask her for any pictures?
I think once or twice.
What'd you ask for?
I don't really remember.
Okay.
What did I ask for?
Do you recall asking her for nudes?
I think so, yes.
Okay. What was kind of the reasoning for wanting Emily to show herself naked to you?
I don't know. Just my mind is not in the right area.
Do you think you need some help for something like this?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to ask you, just be honest with me because, again, you're 19. I don't want to see this happen to a 19-year-old, man. Like, this is absolutely something you can go to jail for.
Yeah, I know.
Okay? So even though you didn't meet her because, you have the thing on your window. This is absolutely something your ass could be locked up for. So what, I mean, I think there was a group chat you had at Emily too, with some other girl.
Nope. Not that I remember, at least.
It was like a chubby little Mexican chick. That was like 13.
Probably was a long time ago. I don't remember.
Okay.
I don't remember that.
Well, let me just ask you straight up, dude. When did this whole kind of curiosity or attraction kind of start for you towards this type of age range?
It really wasn't even an attraction. It was just.
Well, let me just stop you right there. It obviously is, okay? I mean, typically, if I'm talking to someone like older, I'd have to skirt around, do mind games and all that. You're too young to me, dude. Just stop. Just when did this start for you?
Maybe, probably the first time I talked to her. Maybe, I don't know. I don't remember when that was.
But, well, I don't think Emily just made you have a curiosity about 12-year-olds. I'm like, how did these feelings start for you? Like, when did you start to notice this was kind of becoming an issue? You told me you need help, so here's your help, man. I want to figure out what it is.
I couldn't really tell you, man. I'm sorry, but thank you for helping.
Yeah, but is there a certain age that you noticed that you started to have that you noticed this kind of was happening? Because
I think when I was 16, maybe 17.
What'd you start noticing?
I don't really know.
Okay. Just like, but what feelings you start having like at 16, 17, man? Yeah.
If you don't mind, I'd like to be a little bit more filled in.
Sure. So
Since I don't believe we're out of him.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I can definitely see why you think that. Well, he's been talking to a 12-year-old girl, sending her, pictures, asking for nudes and all that type of shit.
Not my proudest moment.
Well,
Dude, speechless. Just speechless. It's not about a proud moment.
yeah, it's not even on that scale, man.
Yeah, I know.
This is, I mean, you know you go to prison for this stuff, right? You know that.
Yeah, even in fic, man, that's material to a minor.
Yeah, I mean, what?
Just wasn't thinking.
Nah, dude, there's nothing you can say. Nothing.
Well, it seems like, Jacob, it was actually you thinking. It seems like this was like a lot of conscious decisions. This wasn't just some spur of the moment. This wasn't you messaging random people, sending your pic, whatever. One of them happens to be underage. Well, sucks. This is over the course of months. This is conscious. You're not. I mean, I don't think you or anything like that. So I mean, you were in the correct state of mind. Every single message you sent, and it wasn't even just it wasn't the 12. It wasn't the midnight that all us guys get. This was like during the day. This was at any time of the day. This was happening. So this wasn't you weren't thinking. You were thinking. And that's probably the problem here, because everybody does without thinking. But this was like you thinking, and that's kind of what your dad should be very concerned about. And he seems to give a lot of shit about you, because there's definitely a lot of parents out there that will just hear something like this, not give a shit. And there's
I'm speechless.
Yeah.
You know, it's one of those situations you don't even know how to deal with it.
Well,
you know, I mean, you're gonna lose the phone. I'm gonna lock it down.
Right.
You know, Xbox is done.
Okay.
You know, how did you even meet this girl?
I think it was on Facebook, if I remember correctly.
Yep. I mean, even today, sir, he was calling her spam calling her, like, you know, wanting to on the phone to her and all this. Like, this was today. Like, this wasn't like, I'm coming 2 months later. This is like today. This is happening.
Really? Who is this girl? I mean,
Her name is Emily.
And when did you Facebook? When did all of this start?
I don't remember, maybe 10 months ago. I don't really know.
That's about right.
Why on earth are you spam calling? I mean, the other stuff's bad enough, But the fact that you're actually harassing, I'm speechless. I am so filled with rage right now, Jacob. And I'm so disappointed in you.
I know.
And what do you think Mommy's gonna say?
Same thing.
I'm sorry.
You're good, man. What's your name, sir? Alex. Look, I know you had nothing to do with this. Okay, like you're not, and I appreciate you actually holding him accountable because you're obviously a good father to him, and
I try to be.
yeah, man.
This makes me question.
I know.
Good grief.
But you gotta understand too. No matter how you are as a father, he's always gonna have his free will, and sometimes you just can't control that. So don't beat yourself up for this. Like, and he did some really f***ed up shit, and we're getting it addressed. But please don't blame you or your wife for this because y'all had nothing to do with his. I mean, you guys are as good of parents as can be to him, and
I'm so sorry. Well, I guess the next question I have to ask is law enforcement involved, or are you handling this on your own?
well, I guess I'm gonna have to see. I don't know.
Oh my God. You'll go to jail.
I know.
You'll go to prison. Not gonna be worried about the cops knocking on the door for you.
This is.
Oh my God.
I'm very sorry to bring this to your door.
No, thank you.
Thank you for holding him accountable.
I can't imagine what you and your family must be going through, you and your wife and your child.
Well, no, she's not my child. She's just a relative.
Oh.
Yeah, but
Oh my God.
I'm sorry to both of you. I really am.
well, you need to. You don't apologize. I mean, you need to apologize for bringing shame to your family. I mean, dude, your dad. I mean, I don't know what he does for work, but he obviously busts his ass doing something. I mean, he provides you this nice home. I mean, when I was 19, I was out of the house, and your dad still lets you live here. And do you even have a job?
Yes, I do. I work. They own a company, and I work for that company.
Okay. Well, I mean, you don't have to tell me what it is, but I mean, this falls. I mean, your doesn't only affect kids, which it does affect. I mean, kids shouldn't be seeing pictures of some random guy who just wants to for them. But you're also bringing to your dad's company. You're bringing to his livelihood. You're bringing to your mom. Your mom's going to look at you as your whole life. Even though they're probably going to forgive you. I mean, they're loving parents, and they're going to forgive you for this. I mean, maybe not tonight, but they'll forgive you. They'll forgive you for it. But your mom is always going to have that shit in the back of her mind that you are. She's always going to have that. Your dad is too. Your siblings, you're going to have to explain this shit to them, and it's really just a lot, man. But that's secondary to what you've been doing to kids, man.
I should have asked a while ago, but I need a therapist. I do.
Need what?
A therapist to help me with my mind.
Right, because Emily isn't the only girl you've talked to.
Yeah, I know.
How many, man? Truly.
How many what, underage?
Yeah.
Just her that I remember.
Well, that's a crock of shit, because I remember one of the messages is this, like I said, this little chubby Hispanic chick who you said it was like 13 or something, and you said you were talking to her. You added Emily into a group chat with her.
Like I said, that I remember, but
Okay. When did you say these feelings started for you?
I don't really remember.
Been more than 10 months. That's what I know. I mean,
Can you tell me how long?
you tell me. I don't know.
I don't remember. I'm being honest. Can you tell me how long? please?
Well, I don't know how these feelings. I don't know. I mean, I can't get in your mind. You got to tell me and your dad when these feelings started for you. I mean, this didn't become an issue with Emily. With just her. That's. I mean, how long have you been struggling with this in your mind? These types of feelings and urges and.
Probably since I was like 16, 17.
So what was it that made you notice, man?
I don't know.
Yeah, you got to give a better answer than that.
I'm thinking. I mean, all I know is that I've just been bored. That's probably the only thing I can think of.
That's minimizing it to the max.
It's the only thing I could think of that would get me to do that, because I've been bored and.
Oh, no. I think all three of us have been bored before, and and two of us here don't send our pictures as 12-year-olds. So I think we do other things when we're bored.
I know.
So I wanted to ask about this because obviously I don't know if this girl's parents know, but okay, can I make another group chat with you and another girl? She's 13, and you say she's naughty too. Please, I beg, she can tell you stuff. I really need to know who this is. I mean, you can't just act oblivious to this dude. I mean, jig's up.
I haven't talked to that person in a long time. The last time that message was probably sent was the last time I probably talked to her. I don't remember her name.
Okay, but how did you meet that other chick, the 13-year-old?
I think. Maybe on Facebook too, I think.
Okay.
Because I've been in a couple of dating groups on Facebook that was like 13 to 18, and that was when I was like 17, I think.
Okay.
When I joined those.
Right, but you added Emily to a group with this 13-year-old chick when you were 19.
I did?
Yeah. At least when you were 18. When you were an adult,
it was probably when I was 18.
Okay.
Because I don't remember doing that.
Well, okay, so a grown adult high school graduate messaging a 7th grader is still pretty inexcusable.
Yeah.
Okay. Did that Hispanic chick have the privilege of seeing your too, or just be honest?
Yeah.
Okay. So what? So like, just why? I mean, you know it's illegal. You know it's wrong. Just why are you still doing it?
I couldn't tell you, to be honest. I couldn't tell you why.
Okay. So I mean, I did a little bit of research on this before I came here, just because I don't want to come. I didn't just want to come screaming in your face. A lot of this, basically, it's online stuff. It comes as a result of all of it. Has that happened with you? Do you watch like a lot of or something, or?
When I get the chance, yes. But other than that, not really, no.
Okay.
I have caught him looking at him. When I see it, I lock his phone down,
right.
And it's locked down for a few weeks, and then I'll turn it back on, and then I get daily emails.
Really?
For when I start seeing, I shut it down.
All right, so I can still read these. I'm gonna go turn the lights on real quick. Lights on. Turn the lights on. Get the light on. Yeah. Okay.
You gotta go in and tell mommy.
Yeah. So Jacob, has any of this deviated into younger stuff?
What do you mean?
Like, has went from over 18 to under 18 at sometimes?
No.
No.
Never that. No.
No.
Not that. No.
Have you tried to look some of that stuff up before?
No, never.
Okay, because obviously they can check your internet history.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they can look it up.
I do check his internet history. And
Okay.
I don't see any search of that.
Nothing
stuff.
underage.
No,
Okay.
No, never
Okay.
nothing underage. I don't know
Okay.
why I'm texting underage. I just have no words.
Okay. Have any other adults like talked to you online about like a mutual interest in this type of stuff?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. Did that 13-year-old, did she send you the pics you were asking for?
No.
No? Okay. Has any of these girls sent you those pics you're asking for? I mean, I don't think they should be doing that in the first place. I mean, I'm not saying it's all you here, but has anybody done that? Because if they have, that would be child, and that's probably something we should get rid of.
No. Not that I remember.
Okay. Have you ever asked any of these other girls for that?
Yeah.
Okay. So then they haven't. Why do you think they haven't sent nudes to you?
Because they didn't want to.
Okay.
And they didn't feel comfortable with it.
Okay. So I hope you understand the implications. There's a guy in Arkansas named. I was again just doing my research here. He had 50 images of child. Do you think that's either a lot, a little? I mean, some people have thousands.
A lot.
It's a lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he got 35 years for 50 images of child, and that's like that was on a plea deal. So imagine if all the times you ask for nudes here, let's just say 10, Emily sends you 10 pictures of her. The Hispanic chick sends you 10 pictures of her. That's 20 right there. And so let's just say your sentence exactly the same way is with 50. So 20 is what? 40%? 40% of 50. So 40% of 35 is 14. You'd have gotten 14 years in prison if they were to send you this. And then the pics, some places would charge each one is a separate felony. You know, to a minor. So you say you sent 6 pics to her, boom. That's, I mean, that really is, I mean, you know, you're 19. I mean, I'm not saying they give 19-year-olds the same sentence as they give 56-year-olds, but this is really serious. Yeah. Like if you were like 50, I mean, you know how Florida is. This isn't like California or Oregon, you know? You're in like the worst state to be doing this shit, besides like maybe Arkansas or something. Like this is like the rest of your life at risk because of this.
Yeah.
Because you can't control yourself, because you have these urges that you haven't told anybody about.
Yeah, it's just hard to talk about it.
I need some Texas Roadhouse and fried pickles, dude. This is stressing me out. Yeah, I know it's hard to talk about. Okay. I know your dad's a hard ass on you, but he doesn't seem to be judgmental of you. At least from the 10 minutes I've known him, he seems to be understanding but strict, and you know that's what you need.
Yeah, I've always been strict. That's why I'm so stunned.
Yeah, but you know you can't just helicopter parent him 24/7. I mean, he's always going to have at least a minute of free time, and that's when he strikes.
Yeah, I try to give the free time and.
Yeah, if this is what you do in your free time, you're not proving you shouldn't have alarms on your windows, which he sent Emily, by the way. That's why he said he couldn't sneak out and go have sex with her.
I mean, I think I did say I wanted to once, but like since then, no.
I understand, but
because I've like thought that in my brain, I was like, that's not right. But it's just everything else. Yeah, I know.
There's nothing you can say.
I know.
I mean, you're 100% in the wrong.
I know.
You know. And now you're standing here saying that you want to get help. I mean, we'll definitely look into that if that's what you're asking for.
I mean, some of these were just like, Emily, me, can I, referring to Emily as mommy. I mean, where in the does that come from?
I don't know.
Well, you got to see it somewhere. I mean, there's stuff that comes out of happens during stuff, but if you don't want to, then that's okay. Mommy. And this wasn't even like I get it. Kids can also be, I'm not saying they know what they're doing, but kids can also be participating in shit like this, and like, you know, they can be, at least in the moment they were texting, they can also just think they're interested in it when they're really not. But this wasn't even something like that. It was more like he would just spam her 24/7.
Is this text messaging?
This is Facebook and I think text message too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this was not even like, this was hardly like 2 participants here. This was like, I mean, it was just, I've never done that before. Why you like me so much? This wasn't even like, I mean, she agreed to it, but it wasn't even like she was a. I mean, there's literally no, like, there's nothing you could say here.
He was 100% the aggressor.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. So he told me earlier that, you know, he was doing this because Emily was consenting to it, and I tried to explain to him that a kid can't just consent to any of this.
Right.
I mean, do you understand why a kid can't consent to it?
Because they don't know what it is.
Right.
Yeah.
If Emily was 18, then, well, you know, have fun. You're only 19, but she's 12, and do you really? I mean, when you were a sixth grader, were any 19-year-olds messaging you?
No.
Do you think that's something that would have made you comfortable?
No.
No. I mean, this right here literally puts. I mean, Florida is a sex offender registry state for life.
Mm-hmm.
There is not a single jury in Florida, even in Orlando or Tallahassee, even these juries, if they were to see these, blatant, they would convict your ass and throw you in a cage.
Yeah.
They don't give a about offenders here, which is great. I think. I think this isn't, like I said, Oregon. It's I mean, it's this you brought to your dad, man. I mean, dude, I feel his pain right now. Your mom. I mean, how many siblings do you have?
2.
Who are they? Well, you don't have to say their names, but just.
One of them is my twin. He's the same age as me, and then another one is 23.
All right. Has there been any situation where maybe your hands wandered onto like a kid that was near you, and there was
No.
no?
No, never.
Well, I wouldn't say never to that. I'd say.
Well, as of I'm 19, no, never. Like, not like, never. I don't know how to put it into words, but like, never.
Have there been any like urges ever to do
Like
something
IRL?
like that? Yeah.
No.
What the hell is IRL?
In real life.
Yeah, he's on technology too much. IRL is a term that these gamer nerds use to say in real life. He just needs to deprogram from just the screen in general, I think.
Oh, that's gonna happen. You know, either by me or by law enforcement. I hope it's not by law enforcement, but I can assure you it'll be by me.
Okay.
I think it's something that needs to be worked through. Obviously, the more you cooperate with law enforcement, the more they're willing to work with you. I mean, they obviously take into factor that you're only 19, but I mean, this is just. I mean, you were mostly honest about everything, but this is not good, dude. It's not good. You don't even come from like some trashy family either. You come from like people that pull their own weight around here. Go put these up real quick. Stay on the way. So do you have any like cousins or nieces or nephews who are like 12, 11, 10? Okay. So if somebody your age was messaging one of them over and over again over the course of 10 months, what do you think should happen to that guy?
That guy should, get in trouble.
In what way?
Like, either get arrested or even, like, get in trouble from their parents.
Okay. What if the guy was 25 years old doing that?
Well, then it would be worse, because they would be older.
Mm-hmm. At what age do you think that jail's appropriate for doing something like
17,
this?
18?
Okay, so you're 19.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, realistically, do you think jail would be a wake-up call for you to not do this again?
Mm-hmm.
Jacob, really?
Really, anything would be a wake-up call, because...
Jacob.
Have you ever been to jail before?
No.
Okay, I've spent 6 hours in jail, and
I know it sucks, though.
it's terrible. It was for a DWI that they didn't even. Whatever. I'm just gonna go on a 30-minute rant about it, but whatever. In the end, I didn't get convicted for it, so it was. I was actually 19 years old too when it happened. It was just that long ago, but dude, 6 hours in a cell. The lesson I learned from that, it wasn't to not drink, because I don't drink. I wasn't drunk or anything. But the lesson I learned from that is now every time I get pulled over by a cop, I'm not like whimsical, I'm not lackadaisical. Because when the cops pulled me over there, I was like, oh yeah. I was like talking to them like we're buddies and. But now when the cops pull me over, I'm like, yes sir, no sir,
Yeah.
because I think that cop didn't like my attitude. I wasn't giving him an attitude, but I wasn't treating him with like, you know, I wasn't treating him like I'm his subordinate. I was treating him like person to person here. And that's, you know, he's an ego little, but, yeah, we were fast. But I learned that lesson. Being 6 hours in jail, I will never not say my yes-sirs and no-sirs to a cop. So maybe a night in jail would fix you here.
Please don't. It'll be more than a night.
Not if bail set. I mean, he would see a judge the next day. Well, it's Friday. Well, yeah, maybe it would, but
Please don't. I mean, I appreciate you having the courage to confront us, you know, man to man. You know, I mean, I'm crushed. I don't even know how to handle this situation.
I know, dude.
And
I know.
I want to, you know, part of me is worried about law enforcement coming down the street, or you yourself being law enforcement.
I'm not.
I honestly don't know.
I'm not.
I haven't asked for any credentials.
Yeah, I'm not law
I'm
enforcement.
just respecting you as a man.
I'm respecting you as a man too, and I think it's time for Jacob to grow up.
I would agree 100%, but I'm begging, if you have any input, please. No law enforcement. I will shut him down.
I believe it, you know. So I get what you're saying, and you know, I know this cop in Mississippi. He was telling me that the people that get slaps on the wrist, they always just do it again. And you know, yeah, taking away his electronics, yeah, whatever. This guy can't play video games. It's a slap on the wrist, and obviously scolding him. It's all going to be a slap on the wrist because there's going to be no. Because as soon as he leaves that house, there's no consequences. But the cop in Mississippi was telling me that this guy he pulled over just committed an array of, and he sees him 5 years later, and the guy actually thanks him for getting him in trouble because that's what turned his life around. And I think with some serious, I think if you get your ass kicked right now, obviously I'm not going to put hands on you, but if you get your ass kicked, as in you feel what handcuffs are like, you see what a prison cell is like for a night or whenever, you know, I mean, when you see what that's like, I think that was probably, if there's a chance, because, you know, like I said, offenders can't really be rehabilitated. I don't really think you're any different than that. I'm sorry. I think maybe there's a chance because you're younger and your brain's still developing. Maybe this is, but this isn't like you were 19, you found a 15-year-old hot, you know. These are like prepubescent kids you're going after, and that's a problem. I don't think if Emily was 9 or 8, anything would have changed for you. But I think jail would be the best blessing for you. I'm not saying lock your ass up for 10 years. That's not going to happen on.
That's what happens.
That would, yeah,
That's okay. All right. I'm not trying to be rude, but can we terminate the conversation so I can take him in and spend what little time I'm going to have left with my son? Because I know, obviously, law enforcement are going to be showing up at any time.
Yeah, you can.
And I'm tell the parents of the child and the child that I deeply apologize.
Sure.
You know, I didn't know.
I know you didn't.
Had I known, it wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, of course, like I'm not like I said, I'm not a cop, so I'm not detaining any of you guys. You can, of course, go inside.
I know.
But
I mean,
yeah, I mean, if I were you guys, if they show up and end up doing something,
yeah,
I think, you know, obviously cooperate as much as possible because, again, he's 19. If this was happening when he was 30, yeah, I mean, Florida doesn't around regardless, but I think.
I know, that's why I'm.
Is this Orange County or is it somewhere else?
Lake County. Where are you from? Right now?
I'm from Texas originally.
You're from Texas.
Yeah, I live in Duval County now.
Duval. That's Jacksonville, isn't it?
Yeah.
You drove down here from Jacksonville?
I did.
Wow, where is this child located?
Well, she's actually in here at Eustis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
this is a local. child. And you met her on Facebook? Right.
I think it was one of the dating groups I was in, but I left.
Yeah, man. So,
All right. Well,
if y'all want to go in, stay out here, you know, the cops do come. I'll tell them like he was being cooperative and just, but.
Yeah, we're gonna go in. Like I said,
Right.
I want him to spend some time with my wife.
Sure.
And his brothers.
Yeah, man. Of course. But you understand, like, you know, when someone gets arrested, they don't just go away for 10 years. It actually, you know,
the legal system is totally jacked up. So,
it is. But
I have no faith in it.
No, I mean me either. But you know, of course, there's bond set, and you know, be out Monday.
Get all
like,
of that,
okay,
you know, but then, you know, lawyers, you know, they're not cheap.
right?
You know, so, but you know, it is what it is. I mean, it's something we'll just have to deal with. We'll get through it as a family.
I appreciate their accountability taken.
We always, you know, we're family. We'll get through it.
In the long run, the only reason I'm saying this is because I think it's better for you to. I think it's better for you to reach rock bottom at 19 than to do this for 10. Because I mean, there's no signs of you stopping this, of course. I think it's better for you to hit rock bottom at 19 and figure your shit out versus being so.
All right.
Well,
Let's go in, Jacob. Come on.
All right. Thank you.
all right. They'll probably see you here in a bit.
I apologize, Fred.
That's okay. Well, it's not, but I know you didn't have anything to do with it.
I'm so sorry.
You're good. You're good. All right, let's. Oh, is that memorizing? Oh, there. Hey, excuse me, guys. God damn it. Wow, literally like the worst timing. Alright, well. Alright. So we'll just go talk to the cops. Let me just... Here, give me the messages too, please. Oh yeah, you can just come out now. You can just come out. How's it going, sir?
Hey, brother.
They just went inside, but it wasn't like hostile or anything. They just there was an individual here named Jacob. He's 19. He was messaging who he believed to be a 12-year-old girl that we were posing as in multiple pictures, and I mean that was the gist of it. He has a problem towards kids. We have a group that we catch online child. We were just there. We were just earlier here in Plantation, and then last night we had an arrest in Port St. Lucie. You have a similar situation. But yeah, Jacob was messaging multiple minors online. We were posing as one of them, and the other ones I assume were real because he put us in a group chat with another 13-year-old girl. We left it, but he said she gets naughty and all that. Like he's done the same shit with her. So
Right.
yeah, he's definitely
Where's he at? Where's he at now?
They're just inside, like they know the cops are
Oh,
coming,
in
but
the house. He's in the house.
yeah, but they're not like being aggressive. They're just like his dad's just like I want to spend a few more minutes with him until he just goes. So
Okay. All right.
and we have the messages here and on camera.
You have your. Yeah. Let me see the messages.
Yep.
If you mind.
It was all on Facebook. Well, mostly on Facebook, and then on camera, like he admits to sending them and all that stuff. But yeah, we said we're 11 years old. He says I'm 18. This started like in 2023. It sucks you're 11 though. I'm naughty, but you're 11. Is my age bad? Like that, and then he just like, I mean, they're in here somewhere. Like all these messages, and now I can't find his pic. What the hell? It's there, but hold on.
So they pose as a fake account.
Who then?
Yeah. He's in the house.
Yeah, they're not being aggressive. They just went in for a few minutes. But yeah, I mean, this is like a video he sent, and like,
Oh, okay.
yeah, like our guy in Port St. Lucie got charged with like dissemination of material to a minor too for sending us fix. So yeah, absolutely.
And you're part of this crew right over here?
Right.
Yeah. You guys them for security purposes and just your.
Yeah, they
Okay.
film. Yeah, they
Okay,
film the
gotcha.
stuff on camera.
Okay.
And the guy's in there now, or you
Yeah.
parked in his property? Or?
Yeah, no, he knew we were parked there. Like they talk. Well, the son and the dad, the son's they talked to us in the driveway, and basically the dad was like, "Well, what's going to happen?" I'm like, "Yeah, well, I'm probably getting law enforcement involved." And he's like, "Well, can I spend a few more minutes with my son before he goes?" And I'm like, "Yeah, you can do whatever you want." So, I mean, they know we're here and all that stuff. Like, it was a cordial conversation.
Who's the person, the victim?
We were posing as a 12-year-old girl,
Yeah.
and then there was a 13-year-old girl that he was messaging too. I don't know who she is, but he said he sent her pics, and I assume that was a real kid that he was messaging. But
And when these texts happen, or how long has this been going on for?
I want to say mid-2023. I would have to guess.
And he told you to meet him here.
No, so there was no meeting set up. It was just he was to meet because he said he has like alarms on his windows that his parents put, so he can't really sneak out. His parents are pretty strict, but the pics he was sending like endlessly. So we think it should be or material to a minor.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Let's go talk with him then.
All right.
Actually, I'll take it.
Okay. No problem. Dude, I feel bad for the dad, dude. Like, the dad's obviously like a good person, and it's insane, like what these people put their families through. But like, that dude would 100% molest. Here, let me take this mic off real quick. It's his helmet. What else to do?
When you spoke to him, what age did he give out?
He said he was 18 on the message,
Okay.
but now he's 19. So
Okay.
yeah, we also recorded the interaction with him in person here, and he basically confirmed everything the messages said.
Really?
Yeah, he was like, "Yeah, it's in the pics." He's like, "Yeah, she was 12 years old," because I guess he had a birthday, so yeah, I think he thought she had a birthday too. So he's like, she's 12 years old and all that. So
Okay.
yeah,
And he basically fessed up to everything?
he fessed up to everything. And he said he sent his pics to that 13-year-old girl he was talking to too, that we were not posing as.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, he was very blatant about it all, pretty much.
What's up, guys? So consider joining our locals. If you like the fact that we catch predators nationwide, it's not possible without you joining our locals. On locals, you get to see over 20 catches early, completely uncensored. You get to see live predator confrontations as they happen, and you get to support the movement that has an arrest in 43 different states and convictions in 24. We do travel the most and catch the sickest. It's only $7 a month. You get more early content than Rumble. We do big content dumps every single month on locals, and can't do this without you guys. Consider joining locals.